Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be looking at which Buffalo movie theater is the best. I'm going to be reviewing the North Park, the AMC Market Arcade Theater, and the Dips in Amherst. So let's jump right in, starting with the North Park Theater. So the North Park Theater is located on Hurdle Avenue, and this is kind of just a representation of what the street looks like approaching the theater. The exterior, as well as the interior of the North Park, might remind you a little bit of Shea's Theater. That's because both of them were built in the 1920s. The North Park only has one main theater, meaning that they can only show one movie at a time. Hi everybody, I'm currently at the North Park Theater, which is located on 1428 Hurdle Avenue. I'm here right before the showing of House of Gucci, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of the inside of the theater. Something to note about the North Park is that while I was there, despite not having actually purchased a ticket to see the movie, the staff was extremely welcoming and allowed me to film the inside of the theater. There are many things to note about the North Park seating, one being that the chairs were relatively old and not very comfortable, another being that most of them didn't have a lot of leg room in between the next row, and that a lot were very run down and that the leather hadn't been replaced on the seats. While the North Park may have its faults, nothing can beat the neoclassical architecture that the inside of the building holds. I went ahead and I took a look at how much the North Park's concessions were, and it came out to be that the large popcorn was $8, a large drink $4.50, and candy ranging between $2.50 to $4. For the remainder of the presentation, I'll be assuming that the other theaters as well will consist of a large popcorn, a large drink, and a candy. So for the price of the North Park's tickets, a child ticket is $10 and an adult ticket is $12 for night viewings. For matinee tickets, it's $10 for all ages. Something wonderful about the North Park is that because it's located on Hurdle Avenue, one can pop into shops and restaurants to go and try some new food or just to peruse before or after a movie. Some of these shops include gutter pop comics or going to a restaurant like Spot Coffee. The next movie theater we're looking at is AMC Market Arcade, located in downtown on Main Street. So as we approach the AMC Market Arcade, you might notice a couple of familiar sights because this is Buffalo's Theater District, which is somewhere we have looked at in previous weeks. So approaching, you will see Buffalo's Shea's, and almost directly across from it is the AMC Market Arcade. Something to note about the Market Arcade was that it opened in 1987 and AMC was predicted to move in 2016, but that was before COVID.
Hi everybody, I'm currently at the AMC Market Arcade located at 639 Main Street. We're about to go ahead and look in at what the theater looks like. It's a little bit loud now just because there's a lot of construction and the subway just went by, but let's go look.
So as we walk in, you might recognize that this AMC might look like other AMCs or other movie theaters that you have been to, and this is because AMC is a franchise and not solely located in Buffalo. So while here, I went ahead and I looked at the prices for popcorn, drink, and candy, and the large popcorn is $9.79, large drink $6.99, and candy between $4.99 and $5.19. The prices of the tickets, however, were far more expensive, with an adult ticket being $12.59 and a child being $9.59. So I did have a little bit of trouble initially getting in to look at the theater, but after speaking with an employee, they let me into an empty room to give you guys a look to see what an average room at an AMC theater looks like. So as you can tell, it's a pretty substantially sized theater, and the chairs are reclinable. So, like I did at the North Park, I'm about to do a seat test just to test how comfortable the seats are for when watching a movie, because that has become very popular today, especially with reclinable seats. So they do extend all the way out, and they're very, very comfortable, and I most certainly would recommend the reclinable seats at the AMC. Another benefit of going to the AMC is that they have a variety of movies as well as showtimes, unlike the North Park. A couple other notes about the AMC Market Arcade Theater is that because it's on Main Street, there are numerous bars, restaurants, activities to do, such as the SEPA Gallery. However, on the other hand, the only parking available on Main Street is street parking, which can be difficult for some individuals. The final theater that we're going to be looking at is the Dipson Amherst Theater, also located on Main Street.
Hi everybody! I'm here outside the Dipson on Main Street, 3500 Main Street, and I was just about to show you guys the inside. I got a little bit of footage, but they actually told me that most of the stuff in there is copyrighted, so I wasn't allowed to film the actual theater. So, they kicked me out. So, yeah, I'll show you what I got. But yeah.
So this is what the exterior of Amherst Dipson looks like. It's in a plaza with Tops and McDonald's. So there are a couple of restaurants nearby, and it's right across from the UB campus. It's not quite as attractive on the outside. It borders the edge of the city and approaches more of the suburbs. So as we approach the lobby of the Dipson, we can start to get a feel for the inside. It's very retro, kind of unlike other movie theaters that we've previously looked at or that I have ever seen before. Similar to the other theaters, I looked at the prices for food, with a large popcorn costing $9.50, a large drink costing $6.50, and candy ranging from $3.75 to $4.25. In addition, the Dipson offers $11 for adult tickets and $9 for a child's ticket, and a student discount of $9.50 for anyone who can prove a form of ID. So for my final movie theater recommendation rankings, I put AMC Market Arcade in third place. The price was the most expensive, coming out to $34.50 sticks, assuming a large popcorn, an adult ticket, a large drink, and candy. It was the most generic theater. It's a franchise theater, meaning it's not really supporting anything in Buffalo, and they had long lines when looking to purchase tickets or food. In addition, the street parking can be a bit of a hassle for some people. So the Dipson Amherst location comes in second place with a price of $29.75. Why second? Because it was the second most expensive, while being relatively close in price to the least expensive, however. The staff was a bit unwelcoming. I understand that they were just following procedure and doing their jobs, but still, this was my experience. It's a smaller franchise theater. It's a bit more local, however, it still does not support anything in Buffalo, and they had limited movie times and time variety. So it just makes it a bit more difficult when trying to plan when you're going to see a movie. So in first place, in the theater that I recommend going to, is the North Park. It's an independent Buffalo theater, meaning that the money that goes into it is ultimately recycled and betters the Buffalo community. It's the least expensive, which is something that college students prioritize. It's a beautiful theater, inside and outside. And the staff was extremely friendly. They let me film inside with no hassle at all. And on the plus, because it's located on Hurdle, there are tons of restaurants and shops for individuals to go to before or after a movie.